Hello, this is Annalisa from Faith Dream Crate, and welcome back to my channel. For today's card, I will be using this stamp set by the Rabbit Hole Designs, and this is the Caffeinated Bear. I will also be using this background that I recently made here on my YouTube channel with acrylic paint and my glass mat, and I created a bunch of backgrounds and was just playing around, and this is one of the backgrounds that I was able to cut down. So I will leave the link to that video down in the description box if you are interested in checking that out. So I'm just mounting it on some black cardstock, and then I'm going to cut it down to give it a border, a black matte border, just to make those colors on the background pop even more. And once that is all ready, then I will go ahead and adhere it to the card base, which I got some new cardstock for my card bases. I ordered it off Amazon. It's 120 and it's very nice. I will leave a link down below in the description box. It's from Amazon.ca. I used to use Michael's 110 pound cardstock, but I cannot find it at any of my Michael's stores, so I recently needed to look for a different heavyweight cardstock. And then I'm going to go ahead and stamp this bear in Memento Tuxedo black ink so I can color in with Spectrum Norm markers. So I'm going to go ahead and put some music on, and I'll be back in a little bit to finish off this card. Okay, so now that the coloring is all done, I'm just going to go ahead and pop this bear up on some foam tape to add a little bit of dimension to the card. And as you can see, I used the white Jelly Roll pen to add some polka dots and some details on the bear. And I also wrote the words Mom Life on the cup. And you could definitely switch this up to any words that you like or leave it plain. But I thought Mom Life would be fun. And I can totally relate because I have a 6-month-old baby girl and 2 boys that are 5 and 3, and they tire me out, and I'm up in the middle of the night, and in the mornings I often feel like this, that I'm barely awake before my caffeine. So it's a fun sentiment, and I'm sure other people can relate in some ways. So moving on to the sentiment. I used the sentiment from the same stamp set, and it's barely conscious before caffeine, like I just mentioned before, explaining the Mom Life cup. So just cutting that down to make it into a strip, and then I'm going to go ahead and also mount this onto some black paper to make it stand out. I really wanted to stamp this on a black cardstock and white heat emboss it. That was my first thought, but since I'm still waiting on a new heat tool to come in the mail because mine recently stopped working because I've had it forever, I could not do that, so this is what I came up with instead. I think it would have looked really, really extra great with that sentiment, but this is okay. This totally works too, and the black cardstock I think really made the sentiment stand out around it. And yes, and once that is adhered to the card, I'm going to go ahead and add some confetti sequins that come with the Rabbit Hole Designs orders when you order directly from their shop. So I'm using some of the pink ones that I got in an order. I thought that these would look really good with the purples and the pinks from the background and the bear itself. So I'm just going ahead and adhering those down with some glue, some liquid glue that I had in my collection or stash. And yes, so all of the supplies that I use will be listed down below in the description box, and I also do have a coordinating blog post, and you can find that link to the blog post in the description box as well, and there'll be more info and links there as well if you want to see it on that kind of platform. So definitely check out all the details if you're interested. So just kept adding these little sequences until I was ready. I only used the bigger ones. There's some little itty bitty tiny ones in the collection from the Rabbit Hole Designs as well. But I just used the big ones in the pink and kind of the white and clear, and just kept adding them until I thought there was enough on there. And then as a one final touch, I grabbed the Midnight Blue Nuvo drops to add a little bit more and also bring that blue in more from the background. And then there was a few spots left that I did not add a sequence in, but I had put glue down, so I just fixed that. And then I'm going to add that blue Nuvo drops in to a few spots, and that is going to finish up the card. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. I would love to have you join me on this crafting journey and here on YouTube, and definitely check out my blog post as well. And I hope to see you in the next video when I upload next. So bye for now.